Good afternoon, everybody. I am Dr. Sampath Kumar, who has joined MUJ a year ago as Director of School of Planning and Design, having three departments, namely the Fashion Design, Interior Design, and the Applied Arts. At the outset, I wish you all a happy new year and hope to see a COVID-free vaccinated year 2021 ahead. The Department of Interior Design under Faculty of Design has taken up this initiative of conducting this 3 days entrepreneurship development program on not executive development program on intellectual property rights. Way back in early, let's say 2000s, the words intellectual property rights started becoming very familiar with the designer group. I remember I initiated the first IPR registration of Pochampally Ikat in textiles. We had several meetings with artisans and finally stakeholders, and finally we registered it. From then on, I conducted several programs with the Office of the Intellectual Property Rights in Chennai, and we conducted these programs across the country, many states, including Northeast region. It was a massive program involving almost 500 students of a National Institute of Fashion Technology, who have really worked hard to register a lot of products under intellectual property rights. And I myself also was leading a team in Orissa, and I registered three intellectual property rights in the state of Orissa. These are all my experiences with intellectual property rights, and today we are happy to conduct this program online, hoping to benefit the designer fraternity. It is my pleasure to welcome everyone here. Start with Professor Gopal Krishna Prabhu, the President and Vice Chancellor of MUJ, Manipal University, Jaipur. I think he'll be joining maybe shortly. I welcome Ms. Mugdha Sinha was supposed to come as IAS Secretary to DST and the Government of Rajasthan. Had accepted our invitation under the condition that if she is free during that time, I think we may expect her also. I welcome Professor N.N. Sharma, Pro Vice Chancellor of Manipal University, Jaipur, Professor Ravi Shankar Kamath, the Registrar of Manipal University, Jaipur, and Professor Anuradha Chatterjee, the Dean of Faculty of Design of Manipal University, Jaipur, who have accepted our invitation to grace the occasion. I welcome the speakers for the day, Mr. Vikas Asawat and Ms. Pooja Kumar and also the other speakers who will be joining us for the next 2 days. Last but not the least, I welcome all the faculty of Manipal University, Jaipur, students and research scholars, and more importantly, all the participants across the country. Now I hand over this to Ms. Richa for further continuation of the program. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for a warm welcome. The School of Planning and Design is mentored under our Dean, Dr. Anuradha Chatterjee, Dean Faculty of Design. I request ma'am to kindly deliver her address to the EDP participants.
Good afternoon, everyone. I welcome you to the Executive Development Program on Intellectual Property Rights for Designers, delivered by the School of Planning and Design, Manipal University, Jaipur. As a dean, I'm incredibly proud that our school has been able to offer to the community at large an executive development program that is which is relevant to the industry, academic, and research domains. I have always believed that higher education sector has to always give back to society by creating training and development modules such as this. What this executive development program does is that it brings visibility to creative industries in India. I just want to quote from a report authored by Megha Patnaik in May 2020. The report is titled Measuring India's Creative Economy. It is interesting to note that this report talks about the overall economy, that measuring the creative sector in the overall economy is an important step in designing copyright policies. Why copyright measurement is important is for multiple reasons, because creative work requires effort. Often makers are not rewarded adequately. Rewarding and promoting creative efforts adequately is crucial for the creative sector's existence. Second, taking creative output to market generates a chain of economic activity through the production of various related goods and services. Third, the contribution of the creative sector in India has a large share in the informal economy. Many folk artists, local artisans, and handicraft workers, as well as newspaper delivery services, contractual services, are also excluded. Bringing this workforce access to better working conditions as well as fair price for their efforts will improve the creative output of the economy. So Patnaik's report says that the gross value, and this was generated, this is data from 2016-17, the gross value added of copyright relevant industries in India amounted to about 888 billion in 2016 and 17, which is about 0.58% of the Indian gross domestic Indian GDP. So the point we're trying to make is that that this is an incredibly important step that is required to understand the impact of the creative industry and the creative economy. Our Faculty of Design, which is proud to be the champion of creative disciplines and which is involved in training professionals in the fields of fine arts and applied arts, architecture, interior design and fashion, and many others to come, it is our duty to bring focus to the creative economies in this country. I wish all the participants all the best for this executive programs, and I hope you will get the opportunity to apply the learnings from it. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for highlighting the importance of IPR and putting your efforts into getting this EDP successfully achieved. I would now like to invite Professor Dr. N.N. Sharma, Pro-President, Manipal University, Jaipur, to deliver his address to all gathered here today.
Thank you, Richa. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. A very good afternoon and warm welcome to everyone present here. Our chief guest today, Mrs. Mugdha Sinha, Secretary DST, Honorable President Professor G.K. Prabhu, Registrar Sahab, dear colleagues and dear participants, students. Onset, let me congratulate the School of Planning and Design and Planning for organizing this executive development program, which is very apt, relevant and contemporary. I am sure that the speakers who are lined up, all the participants will get benefited from the importance and relevance of the intellectual property rights. As all of us know, that in India, since ages, we haven't believed in the intellectual property rights and documentation. We always thought that it is Vasudev Kutumbakam, and the things have to be developed for the benefit of the humankind. Little controversies when we were all growing up about the patenting of neem, the IPRs on haldi. I mean, everything we have seen in this lifetime only. And then there was a questionnaire why in India we should not also emphasize on the patenting, the property rights of what actually belongs to us, rather than being so open that we develop and somebody else commercializes it. So this is not Vasudev. It is always Vasudev Kutumbakam, but we still believe in that philosophy. But I think going forward, the importance has to be understood and taken in the right perspective. Otherwise, things what we develop, we actually land up in purchasing. See, for example, for the designers, and as SPD has done it rightly for the designers IPR, when we go to the temples and the creativity, the innovation, the architecture, the designs which are available in temples and other things and state artifacts, etc.
हमारा attorney है क्या actually? Do you have any point attorney?
Think that we have ever emphasized on patenting it or taking it as an intellectual property of ours. Even our what you said about Mrs. Mugdha Sinha is very much interested, our chief guest for today, that our stepwells, they are a kind of design that our ancestors have built for the water recharging. All of this going forward is very, very important, and I am sure that this particular executive development program, from that perspective, will benefit all of us who are attending it. Once again, thank you very much to the Dean, Faculty of Design, to the Director, SPD, the organizers, everyone, and especially our speakers to organize such a good event at the right time. My best wishes to all the participants. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for all your motivation and encouragement, and thank you for briefing the importance of IPR in design. And now we would like to move forward. I would like to now invite Professor Dr. R. Kamath, Registrar, Manipal University, Jaipur, to deliver his address to the participants.
Thank you, Richa, and good afternoon, everybody. Just for the participants who are from outside, Manipal University started in the year 2011 from the invitation from Government of Rajasthan as a state private university. And in the last 9 years, we have done a lot of development in all verticals. And as per the new education policy, we want to become a best research university in this part of the country. As far as our university is concerned, for intellectual property rights, we have a very good research cell, which are working under a directorate of research. And we have a panel of IPR experts whom we can consult, our faculty can consult anytime. Also, we are in the process of appointment of an attorney to look into IPR issues. And we have a very full-fledged Atal Incubation Center sponsored by Government of India. The facility of that can be used by all the researchers also for any innovation related things, IPR issues. And university is giving generous financial support to the faculty members of university to register for their work under IPR. And all these initiatives are helping us, and a lot of patents and all been filed. But I'm thanking Director of Faculty of Design for taking this initiative of IPR issues for the designers. Okay, it is a little bit new for us, and good response also is received by this for this, EDP. I wish the organizers, Dean, Director, and all the faculty members who are keenly involved in this work, let us take the benefit of this EDP, and wishing you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for your encouragement and always supporting us in such curricular activities. Now I'm very pleased to introduce Dr. G.K. Prabhu, President, Manipal University, Jaipur. Dr. Prabhu has been associated to Manipal Group for over 2 decades in various academic and leadership positions. He has served the institute in various capacities, such as Head of Department of Biomedical Engineering, Associate Director, Research and Development, Deputy Registrar Technical at Manipal Academy of Higher Education, Manipal, and Director, Manipal Institute of Technology, Manipal. He was additionally appointed as the Pro Vice Chancellor, Technology and Management, in which his capacity he has responsible for the development and implementation of university's strategic plan for its engineering and management institutions. As an acclaimed teacher, he has carved out a niche for himself. With his passion for research, he has several publications in reputed national and international journals. He was honored with the Shri Shyam Lal Saxena Memorial Award from the National Academy of Medical Sciences for his published work in biomedical engineering in 2007. For his several achievements and his contributions to the local community, the district administration has honored him with the Udupi District Kannada Rajyotsav Award in November 2017. I welcome you, sir, and request you to kindly enlighten this session.
Okay. So, good afternoon, Richa. I am audible?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
Okay. So, good afternoon, and it's my pleasure to be a part of this inaugural program. The chief guest of today's program, Dr. Mugdha Sinha, and my colleague friends, Professor N.N. Sharma, Professor Ravi Shankar Kamath, Dr. Anuradha, Dr. Sampath, Architect Sneh, and all other members of the organizing committee and the resource persons. And I could also see more than about 50 people who have participated online for this executive development program on a very important and a very apt and contemporary topic like intellectual property rights for designers. So I first of all congratulate the school and the department for organizing such a very important event in the university, and that too in the very tough period like in the COVID. Of course, I keep telling during this particular period, sometime I feel very bad because I do not have the opportunity to host all of you in a very beautiful campus. But however, when the situation improves, again, we are very hopeful this 2021 will be very brighter when compared to the last year, so that everybody will be back again in the campus. And there are few things, of course, we can do very efficiently, very effectively in online. And there are few things we cannot, but we need to compromise. But however, intellectual property rights, as my pro-president N.N. Sharmaji mentioned, and in Indian culture is a very open and sharing. Whatever we know, that we would be very happy to share with our community so that everybody will be benefited. And the same kind of a culture is also existing in the academics. Academics, basically all we teachers would be very, very happy to share all these kind of a knowledge, the experience that we have with our students, our own colleagues, our industry, the partners and all. So these are the two very important cultural aspect of an Indian as well as an academician. So sometimes these intellectual property and related issues for us, it leads some kind of a question, whether it's the right thing to do or can we still be open enough. So we don't mind to some extent we were open enough, but sometimes that we will feel hurt. Why? Because the idea comes from us, the effort comes from us, and somebody will take a ride on these ideas. And then if you are using it, it is fine, but they take the ownership on this idea. And having so that it will not allow us to work the way that what we want, then it really hurts. That is the one aspect of it. The second aspect of this intellectual property, that we must also be open enough that if somebody is the creator of that design or an item or an idea, we must also be open enough to give that credit to that person. And then we must not copy it. Maybe we can use it, we can understand it, but whenever we project it, we must be open enough to say that this is the courtesy belongs to them. So in the both the way, so it is a very important in the academicians that we need to create that kind of an awareness. So in that particular aspect, this topic is a very contemporary, as Professor N.N. Sharmaji mentioned. So, and that too, let us say if it is a very scientific way of an idea, it could be very difficult to copy it because there is a lot of intricacy required there, lot of experimental setup is required, and a lot of equations and chemicals, all these kind of things are required. So it's not that easy to copy it, but still the stakes are very, very high. But in the case of a design, and in case because the design basically it comes from the creative mind, and suddenly today that is a very creative, and as Professor Anuradha mentioned, and this is the property actually, it comes from the mind, and it is not that easy. It's a very innovative, very creative, and by looking at that, all the stakeholders will get that wow effect. And this is what, because that means you are reading the minds of the users. And by seeing that whole idea and the design, the people jumps on it. So that is something which is a very, very creative. It's not that easy. Everybody will not have an aptitude to think on those lines, which will be accepted or which will be looking by the larger crowd. So having said, it is our important aspect that we need to protect that, okay, this belongs to the creator. The creativity belongs to the creator. And that what we need to establish and tell to the world that this is so. So that is a very important, and as Professor Sampath mentioned, it is very important that we need to have a right on it, because otherwise somebody will say that it belongs to him or her, and will not allow us to flourish depending upon these ideas. This is the one part of it. But being as an academicians, as a teachers for our student, we must also tell our students, guys, if you are copying any idea from the open sources, and it is a very opt for us to educate and give an awareness, please quote them, please refer them, give the courtesy to them, rather than saying that it is my idea. Even if you are utilizing it, have a feel of asking him. That is the humility that we need to create among the student community, because sometimes without their knowledge, because students may not be aware, or maybe copying something and then projecting it, so they may not be aware of that. We need to give the reference of the origin author, or whether it's a creator. That is also a part of an intellectual property rights, and in this kind of a workshop. So both the aspect, and sometime please note, and when you have this idea, and then there is a process of an ideation, that means the original idea is different, and then there is a other group of people will also put their own inputs, so that the idea is maturing, and this whole process is called as an ideation. And whether you need to protect the original idea, or whether you need to take the whole ideation process or the final outcome of that, and if that is the case, you need to give the what do you say, the reference or the recognition for all of them. So everything that need to be taught and understood. Otherwise, at the end, the people who have participated in the ideation, so they will give their ideas and know where their inputs are being recognized. Whether to give it or not, that is a different aspect of it. But giving those clarity in the beginning of the ideation process itself, we have to make that clarity. Otherwise, there would be a lot of heartburns at the end. So IP must not finally land up in a legal notices or a legal fight, and which we keep seeing that it is happening between the two giant industry or corporates or people also. So in that way, these executive development program on this particular topic, like intellectual property rights, and then especially for the designers, play a very important role. Okay, so the design concept is need to be picked up. Unfortunately, many of the universities, many of the academicians, so they do not know what is the design. So design does not mean only interior design. Design does not mean it is only a jewelry design. Design does not mean it is an architecture design. Design never means it is only an industrial design. So design is the one from where this whole input will start, and the scientific output, or maybe some creators, everything will be formed together so that the product will be utilized by a larger group of people. So in that particular aspect, I am very happy that now that luckily our seniors, maybe a leadership at Manipal University, Jaipur, has thought about They never said it is a faculty of an architecture or the faculty of an interior design. They said it is a faculty of design. Okay, so now there is something that which we need to take it. So it is a very important topic in that particular aspect. So I'm very happy. So the leadership like Dr. Anuradha, Dr. Madhura, and Dr. Sampath, Sneh, they are working together to make this design is a more again important and create that kind of an awareness among the student as well as the faculty community, and also have a lot of connected to the industry, and from there that we need to create. So it would be a very creative kind of an atmosphere that we need to create in the academics. So even, for example, to some extent, if my engineering student says that, oh, some of the topics are very, very boring, I can understand. If science people will say that, oh, this is something that which I did not understand, that is acceptable. But in the design, if the students say that it is a boring, so that is something that which I cannot understand, because it is a creative. When you are creative, how it can be boring? So, and in the creative world, there is nothing like a right and wrong. It has to come from the mind. But sometimes this creative idea will not be utilized or will not be accepted by the other people. That is different. But there is nothing like a right or wrong when you talk about a design, or when you talk about what do you see, the product. So in that particular aspect, if I say every design in that way, if it is a very creative and if it is a original, that we need to put a patent on that, because today's creative idea, it cannot be implemented, or today's creative idea will not be accepted very fully by a target group. But today's idea, maybe after some time, will be a very fantastic idea. I just give an example. The picture in picture, that is the Philips has come out with an idea about a TV, out of which there is a small another TV will come where you can, what do you say, project it at another screen. Now that's initially there was a question, how people can see two things together in a one screen. That was the kind. So for the first 25 years, this was not a very creative. But today we know that we require more and more windows. And people are thinking about having the capability to work on a multiple aspect. Now, I'm just giving an example, whether it is a very creative or not, it is again, it is left to a group of people. Now, what I mean to say, today's some of this idea may not be a very well accepted, or to make it is a product, the technology may not be available today, but tomorrow the technology will be available, or the different group of people would come and they think differently and will be accepted. So in that aspect, every design is very important. And if it is an original, of course, there is a large number of scope for to patent it or having a different types of the rights. So in my opinion, moving forward, so the faculty of design must be leading in the IP. So this is what which we look for it. And I'm very happy that this kind of a workshop is being started. Maybe today is a very beginning for us, and tomorrow there will be more and more of this IP comes from this particular aspect, because coming out with an IP in the other field like sciences and engineering or in other fields could be a very, very difficult aspect. But here, because of the creative minds and every design, and if it is an original, and there is a scope for a patenting it, so that it will help the individual, it will help the faculty, it will help the entire university and to the community. So once again, I congratulate the School of Design and also the Faculty of Design and all the organizing members. So to thought in this direction and developing such kind of very important contemporary topic. And I also have an opportunity to welcome all the resource persons to this workshop, and I hope that all these delegates will be benefited by the topic and for the discussion points and all. So thank you very much for inviting me here, and I wish this workshop a great success. And back to Richa. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your inspiring and enlightening words. And thank you for emphasizing on the importance and awareness of IPR in the present time and how designers should focus more on it. Thank you very much for your time, sir. Now I request Architect Sneha Singh, Head, Department of Interior Design, School of Planning and Design, to deliver her vote of thanks.
Good afternoon, everyone. I would like to, it's my pleasure to deliver a thank you note to for the inauguration session. I would like to thank our President, Dr. G.K. Prabhu, our Pro-President, Dr. N.N. Sharma, our Registrar, Dr. R. Kamath, and for their inspirational thoughts and encouragement. I would also like to thank Dean Dr. Anuradha Chatterjee, our Director, Dr. Sampath Kumar, for always motivating us, encouraging us to organize such events. And which is very much needed in current scenario. Last but not the least, I would like to, thank all my faculties who are always involved in the back-end support, all the students and research scholars, and the participants. Thank you so much for patient listening. And also, before moving to the next part of the session, I would like to tell that the session is actually in the arrangement is in the 3 parts. That first part, which is the legal aspects, we will be covering in the first day. The second day will be of from the designer's point of view, and it's a journey from patent to startups. The third day will be from the journey from in corporate respects and the value addition in the startups through IPR. So this is how the overall planning is. Thank you so much. Thank you so much from my side.